straight. 1400 metres, Puccini slow to go, so was Eaton. The grey Elusive Wolf's been ridden out to respond, and Hearts Are Pumping's getting over to race into third place. Royal Bodyguard's a close-up second and just goes to the front now. General MacArthur's near the rail. They're followed further back by Powder Keg, Bold Strategies on the outside of runners. Then Djibouti Kaba, just in front of that is General MacArthur, Enemy Action. And then we drop back to further. Georgie Boy got 8 or 9. Then comes Eaton. On the outside is Strike Gold and Puccini. That's about a dozen lengths off the leader. Royal Bodyguard, the leader, the two fancy drivers, Hearts Are Pumping and Elusive Wolf, not much between the two of them. Then comes General MacArthur, further back in the field is Powder Keg. Then comes on the inside of that one Eaton as they turn into the home stretch. Royal Bodyguard, Hearts Are Pumping with the blue cap. Then the grey Elusive Wolf. Powder Keg the outside. Hearts Are Pumping though comes into the lead at the 300. And Elusive Wolf tries to run it down. Djibouti Kaba on the outside. But Hearts Are Pumping still the leader. Elusive Wolf is on the outside. There's only 3/4 of a length in it. And it's Hearts Are Pumping who's now flat to the boards. Elusive Wolf is coming powerfully now. And Elusive Wolf finishing the better. Elusive Wolf won it. Second Hearts Are Pumping, 8 lengths back, Djibouti Kaba and Georgie Boy. Number 12, the grey Elusive Wolf, the Elusive 4, Dennis Bosch for Riley and Jerry. They've been having some good winners lately. The stable's bang in form, so are the owners. And Elusive Wolf is the winner by about 3/4 of a length. Went to the start very green, but I must say looked very, very well from Hearts Are Pumping. As I say, didn't look all that well on the way to the gate, but that's the way he strides down. But he survives the bipod. 8 lengths back to number 9, Djibouti Kaba. I like the way that went down to the start. It pays 2 rand 30. As we continue to run it, Georgie Boy, then Powder Keg. Puccini was slow into stride, General MacArthur and Bold Strategy. And further back in the running was Strike Gold. Toad favourite ends up number 1, but Elusive Wolf wins it at 3 rand 10 a win. So Hearts Are Pumping's the leader, and the main danger is Elusive Wolf, who tries to run it down, gets to grips about 50 metres from the line. Both riders, they stick in the left hand, and they end up winning it well. Well, the top 3 riders past the post all have their sticks in the left hand. So no upsets in the running of the first until the running of the second race. The second race will start off our place accumulator. Back to the studio.
Well, it's a favourable start for all in the first exotic, the bipod race number 1, with number 12, Elusive Wolf, beating number 1, Hearts Are Pumping. And the good form of trainer Dennis Bosch continues. He had a fantastic day at Scottsville the last time we raced in KZN, where he had 3 winners. And just chatting to Dennis that day, you know, the stable's in a good place, the horses are running well, and that's what it's about. Den, let's have a chat. Firstly, compliments on the success. You know, this is what it's about, Den. You know, 3 winners the other day, and you now won the first race at Greyville. Things are looking bright.
Small string, loyal patrons, staff that works well. You always go ups and downs. We had a little bit of a quiet month in December, but it was going to turn. He's a nice type of horse, that's getting back to the Sosties. I thank you for those kind words anyway. Stable is doing well, and to the staff back home. But getting back here, thanks to Sherwin, thanks to Terry, I think this is a nice horse. He must go for the nasty cut.
Yes.
He's screaming and crying. Good ride by Anthony. He got him out, he's green. I think it's far too short for him. This horse might be able to... His brother was all right, Archie DeLupa. He comes out of a good mare.
Yes.
I like Elusive Forts, and he looks like a little bit of a classic horse. I think when he goes over 1,800 in 6 months' time, we might have a racehorse here.
Fantastic for the owners. I know I briefly touched on it at Scottsville. Terry and Sherwin, big supporters of yours. You've had a lot of success with these colours. You know, the one that sticks out is Noble Air.
Deez, you got to keep reminding them, eh? They think that you don't. But thank you for saying that.
That was also a grey, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, yeah. Yeah, no, they've been supporters, and Terry's been around a long time with me with Sherwin. Sherwin now have amalgamated with Terry, so, get rid of the bad horses, keep the good ones, put the good jockeys on, then we get success.
The word is that they stay away from the racecourse these days. They just punt the horses back home.
Jeez, let them stay away longer.
What about the one more runner you got, Pyrenees in Spain?
Anthony rode him last time, and I think he took him to the front, and I didn't think that was the correct way. It wasn't his fault. We had the blinkers. I opted to take them off and drop it in. He only finished a length and a bit. I don't think it's, they're much of a muchness in that field. And if he goes the mile, which I think he will, and he relaxes and he runs on, he's definitely going to be in the money.
Well, it's been a great start to 2016, and long may it continue.
Keep phoning me with Delpesh.
We'll do that. Well done to trainer Dennis Bos. Let's have Anthony Delpesh in a nice start for him. Firstly, this meeting now moved to the poly track, and thankfully we have the service because I don't think we were raced.
Yeah, you're right. These are obviously, it makes a big difference, and I think that's why they put the surface there, because they've lost too many meetings and they don't want to do that anymore. And look what it's doing.
Well, you just had one horse in the race that looked to be a danger, which was the odds-on favorite, and you always had Anton in your sights turning to the straight.
Yeah, I wanted to have him in my sights. My horse is very green. I canted him down. He looked at everything, and Dennis was a bit concerned. It's a little bit too short for him, but he did his homework. He put the blinkers on just to sharpen him up a little bit. Yeah, he won a good race. It wasn't an over-strong field, so you can't get carried away, but I think he's a horse that wants a little bit further.
It's a nice start to the race meeting, a busy weekend for the few of the jocks that are traveling, so nice to get one on the board early over this weekend. Anything else that stands out for you?
Well, I thought I had competitive rides, so I couldn't really pick one to win. So I'm ecstatic to have one on the board. I just think all my rides are competitive tonight, so I'm hoping to have a good evening.
If I had to single out one horse like Capel Top, now that the surface has changed to poly, it'll suit him better?
Yeah, he'll definitely suit him better, but I'm a little bit concerned of that horse of Gavin Fonzella. I rode him last time. He ran a good third with me, and he's a horse that the penny really hasn't dropped, and I think he's a big danger to me.
Thanks for that. All the best for the rest of the evening.
Thanks very much. Thanks to Danny. I really appreciate the help. I don't really ride much work, so thank you very much. And to my sponsor, Aventure, well done.
Well done to jockey Anthony Delpesh teaming up with Dennis Bos, and two loyal patrons of the yard, Terry Riley and Sherwin Jerrier. Well done to you boys. Your horses come through nicely in race number 1. 12, 1, 9 and 8 if you caught the quartet. And a reminder, the place accumulator will start in race number 2. The time to jot down there will be 18:25, which is 25 past 6.